Hello everyone, welcome to the Oasis Healing Temple, and for today's reading we're going to be getting messages from the dragons, and these are your choices. We have 3 piles. You may be drawn to either the stone or the card that you see on the table. For pile number 1 we have the blue opalite. And your card is Rose Pink Dragon. For pile number 2, you have the Amethyst. And your card has the Silver Dragon. Pile number 3, we have the Coffee Moonstone Dragon. He's a little smaller than the other guys. And your card is Air and Fire Dragon. Okay, those are the choices we have for today. You may have more than one message in the different piles. Look in the description box below for your reading, and I will see you there. Hello to everyone who chose pile number 1. I'm going to set your dragon over here to the side, and let's get into your reading. So you chose the Rose Pink Dragon. Prepares your heart to connect with the higher facets of the cosmic heart. Open your heart to warm-hearted love and diamond light. Connect with the love of the universe. So pile number 1, what the dragons are telling you is that you're about to receive heart expansion. You were opening up to receiving more love, being able to give and receive love in balance. See this blooming that's happening within our heart chakra. There are many petals, and this one is showing that you have opened up another layer, another level of heart healing and expansion, connecting to the cosmic heart, and you are receiving that diamond light, the rainbow light from the universe. So the cosmic heart is speaking to you and connecting to you. You're connecting to your higher self, to your higher potential. Let's see what other cards we have. We have, I'm not sure how to pronounce this, Laozi and Sunshine. Be careful with your words. With some, you can harm yourself. So speak with love and positivity. Allow your words and smile to be your adornments. I'm not sure atonements. Maybe that has something to do with being able to speak your truth and being your authentic self, being able to speak from your heart. Allow your words and smile to be your adornments. Oh, I love that. And look, we have, it looks like a sun. So that you may be receiving the solar flares that are occurring right now. You may be receiving lots of upgrades to the heart chakra because of these solar flares. And this is a golden dragon. This golden light, this healing light from the sun is bringing these activations for your heart. So there may be some healing that needs to take place. Maybe you did speak harshly about someone or to someone, or even about yourself. So forgive yourself, learn to forgive others, and have more compassion for yourself and others. And speak with love, speak positivity, try to shift your perspective and be choosy of the words that you're choosing to speak. You know, are they coming from your heart or are they coming out of a place of fear? Okay, we have Reach Out, card number 12, and this one was card number 15. So 6 and 3. I reach out my hand and my heart to connect to and unite all of humanity. Let's see. Okay, so you are a light worker. You came to Earth to bring more of this unity, the Christ consciousness, and bring it down here to Earth. That cosmic heart, the diamond light. Yes, we're seeing this white light coming down. And she's reaching her hand out, and she has something, an offering that she's giving to the world. So you are here to bring, you have something to offer. Your heart, your wisdom, your love. Next card, we have Crystal Ascension. I am attuned to the universal wisdom and energy of the Crystal Kingdom. I love this card. It's so pretty. Crystal Ascension. Okay, so that's 37. We have 10. So you are, yes, you're grounding your higher self here onto the planet. You may have a connection to crystals or work with crystal energy, crystal healing. Myself, I'm a Reiki crystal master, and I love working with crystal energy. You may be called to work with crystals if you're not already. These are crystallized consciousness here on the planet, and they're here to help us raise the vibration and the frequency of planet Earth, as well as do our own healing. Crystal Ascension, sunshine. You're here to shine some light and anchor some energy here onto the planet. Anchor your higher heart. We have Bison, abundance, sacred buffalo. Cloak me in your wisdom. Keep me warm through the storms of life. Fill my life with goodness. Teach me the way of gratitude and prayer. The bisons are a sacred animal. And it says abundance. So yes, you have a lot of love and wisdom to share with the planet Earth and all of us who are on this ascension process, during this ascension process. Okay, so yes, during this these solar flares and everything, everybody's going through a purge. So there may be things that need to be released from your heart so that you can receive this higher wisdom that's coming in, to receive all these blessings that are trying to come your way. When we come from a place of gratitude for all that we've been through, for all the hard lessons, for all the struggles, and understanding that they're meant to teach us more about ourselves and how we can overcome these hardships. And when we come from that place of gratitude and understanding that even the people in our life are here to teach us things that maybe we've forgotten or maybe we need to remember. And you can always ask your guides, reach out, ask your guides for help, for support. Make sure that you always start your day out with gratitude and filling your heart with that love and that gratitude for all that this life brings us, even when it is hard. We have Autumn, release the old and rest. Yes, okay. I was just talking about this. So there's a cleansing taking place in your heart chakra at the moment. Time to nurture yourself, take care of yourself. During these solar flares, we're all, kind of exhausted because it is a lot of energy hitting the planet. We're constantly being bombarded by these solar flares every day, and it's just bringing in more light, more information, more upgrades into our physical, our energetic bodies, and it does take a toll on our physical health. So make sure that you are taking that time out to rest. And if you're having anything that's coming up that from your past that is painful or just reminds you of a time in your life where, it wasn't the easiest, allow yourself to accept those feelings, to honor those feelings, and and how you felt and the situation and what was happening, and try to understand what you were trying to learn from these processes, from these experiences, from these people. And you love yourself more not to tolerate some of the experiences that you went through, because sometimes we betray ourselves out of our love for others, and we can see that they may not have the awareness that they're hurting you, and so you can easily forgive them because maybe they had a troubling past, and you know that they're acting out of that pain, and we choose to forgive them without them even asking for that forgiveness. And sometimes that is it's a betrayal of your own feelings in a way, because you're not holding them accountable for the pain that they're causing you. And if we don't have those communications, that talk with them that lets them know, like, I need to set some boundaries because I understand that this was hard for you in the past and this is where you've come from, but I deserve more than what you're treating me like. I haven't hurt you. I didn't cause these things. And so I need you to be aware that I'm somebody who's on your side, and I can help you work through those things, but I'm not going to take your abuse and those behaviors as, it's not my responsibility. And I love you enough to work with you through this, but I love myself more. And if they don't honor and respect that, then you need to see that they may not be the best person in your life, and that might not be the best relationship if they can't honor and respect how you feel. Okay, we have journey guide, travel, change in location. Ooh. And we have mindfulness, peaceful presence, quiet mind. I love this. So we have, okay, so you're going on a journey, and this could be a healing journey like I was just discussing, but it is going to be more uplifting. Those thoughts that are running in your mind, we call it a monkey mind, where our thoughts are always constantly chattering, and our goal is to quiet the mind and bring it rest, bring it bring it more calm. You want to settle the mind and bring it into the present moment. When we are always thinking about the past and worrying about the past, it drains our energy. It keeps us in a state of depression and suppression. And if we're worrying about thoughts of the future, it gives us the anxiety, because it's a fearful place of not knowing what's going to happen. And when we're in the present moment, there's peace, because we're not worrying about the future. We're not regretting the past or mourning, times in the past. We want to be here in the present moment, because this is where we can make all that change, where we can create new for ourselves. We're not living in that regret or in that state of fear. So you're being called to heal whatever it is that you're being called to release and let go of and work through, so that you can have this peaceful presence, so you can be here in the present moment, because this is where you're going to bring in that healing to be able to help whatever it is you came to Earth to do, to fulfill your mission. And we have boundaries. Where do you need to establish better boundaries? All right, so this is definitely a self-love journey that you're on, learning to nurture yourself and love yourself, and how not to give in to all these energies that are around you that may be toxic. You see how all these hands are coming at her, and she's like, no, I need to take care of myself, because you may have come out of alignment with who you are, and you might not even know who you are, because you're giving so much of yourself to others, and got your hands in too many pots, and you've just lost track of who you are, why you're even here. Yeah, when you love yourself, you don't tolerate people, constantly giving excuses on why it's okay for them to treat you badly, or why they can take their anger out on you, or lie and make excuses for the way that they speak to you, or how they don't put you on the top list of their priority, or how you're not allowed to make mistakes, but they can make all the mistakes. And the moment that you hold them accountable for something that has hurt you, they turn it around and become deflective and say, well, you did something, you know, XX and O many times, many years ago, let's say 10 years ago, you did something once, and they're like, oh, I'm going to throw this up, throw the past up in your face. And if you're somebody who, when you make a mistake and you own and take responsibility, well, thank you for telling me. That's not my intention, is not to hurt you. So I'll thank you for letting me know. And then you change and you grow and you move forward. And these people, narcissists, they tend to always do the same thing. They keep repeating that behavior. They keep repeating the mistake over and over again. And they say they're going to change and they're sorry, and yet they continue to do it over and over again. And you continue to forgive them, and they keep repeating it. And what you're doing is you're teaching them how to treat you. You're teaching them that it's okay to treat you like that, to treat you like crap. And you know, you're always going to tolerate it. You're never going to say no. You're never going to stand up for yourself. You're always going to take the abuse. You're always going to be there. And they start to learn that that's who you are. And you're not learning who they are. So when you start to love yourself more, you don't attract those types of relationships. You attract people who see the way that you love yourself, and they want to pour into you that same type of love. So the more that you can set your standards higher and create those boundaries and love yourself, you will attract people who have that same vibration, and you will attract those types of people into your life. So be more mindful of what relationships you want. How do you want to be treated? By you treating yourself that way, by not betraying yourself. If you don't want somebody to betray you, you don't betray yourself. You love yourself. We have transformation. Things are changing at a cellular level, deep healing. So you may have, some of you may have already learned this about yourself and coming out of that phase of these types of relationships, and understanding that it's about you and your needs now. See how she's sitting on her throne. She's receiving this light, this intuition. She knows her worth. She knows who she is. She stands in her truth. She can walk between both worlds, because she's holding this. She has this little kitty cat sitting beside her. I love that. So this person has already been on the healing journey. Her DNA is upgrading. So this message can go to several, it's two different types of groups here. So some of you are on this healing journey, and some of you have been through this healing journey, and you're coming out the other side and transforming all these places that you've already been through your heart chakra, and learning your own worth, learning who you are, understanding your power and your divine right by blending the energies of the masculine and the feminine together. They unite in our heart space. Let's get our last card here. We have Thoth, light codes. Light initiation, great teacher awakening, divine magic. Ooh, I love this. I'm going to put this one in the center. Try to put it right here. Teacher awakening. Yes. Okay, so this says, so the group who's already been on this healing journey, you're awakening to your truth. You're remembering who you are, and everything that you've come through is something that you can help teach other people. You're accessing more of your intuition, you're accessing more of your light, why you came to this earth, your divine purpose. And some of you are teachers. You are ancient teachers. You could have been one of the Atlantean priest or priestess who use the crystals for healing. I love that. So ancient wisdom and ancient knowledge is coming in. I'll look over these cards, see if there's any more messages that are sticking out to me. So I just saw this one on the throat chakra. You're unique. This is your authentic self, being your authentic self and staying true to who you are, and not coming out of your your sovereignty for anyone. Because you've already done that. You know what that looks like. You know the pain that that causes. Yeah, these are the light codes that are coming in. And the more that you continue to purify and cleanse your energies, more light can come in, because you're clearing out that old space. And these can be lessons that we've accumulated over lifetimes. It doesn't necessarily mean this lifetime only. This can be many lifetimes. And some of our ancestors, you know, they did what work that they could. And some of us are very old souls who come to this planet to help in this purifying stage right now. And you can be one of those ancient souls who've come to planet Earth to help in the ascension process. And so you bring these ancient teachings, these light codes here onto planet Earth to remind people of our divinity, to remind people of our truth and who we are and where we come from. And finding that balance within. Okay, let me see if I can get some, got some tarot cards over here. And what do you know, they are crystal tarot. Let's get a few cards here. Oh, we got two that flew out. We have the world. I celebrate life and welcome new energy. Yay! And we have Eight of Pentacles. I dedicate myself to what I believe in. Alright, one more message. I love the... Oh, we got two more cards. Okay, let's see what these say. We have Temperance, blue calcite. I find clarity through calm. And King of Cups, I am my own anchor. Oh, love it. Okay, so yes, you have the world. So there's a new beginning that's coming in for you. Celebrate that you've made it through this hardship. You have alchemized your energies and found your balance, found your stability. You have one foot in this world and one foot in the spiritual world. Look at this blooming. We have the blooming again. Look how she's dancing through life and finding her balance. We have, look at all these lotuses that are blooming. Beautiful. I dedicate myself to what I believe in. Eight of Pentacles. Following your heart. I love that. So make sure that whatever you're passionate about, that you're acting out on those passions, because that's going to lead you to what it is that you came to this earth to do, to share, to help uplift others. And it doesn't have to be a really big mission. Sometimes it's just being yourself and you anchoring in that frequency of who you are, and your divine self is what you're called to do. Just being who you are brings that energy. You doing the work for yourself does the work for the world. And we have Temperance, so everything in moderation, finding the balance. Look at these lights coming in, the solar light. Yeah, you're receiving these light activations from the sun. Make sure that you're finding the balance between work and rest and play. Those are three energies that you want to be working with. Everything isn't always about work, and we don't want to sit around too long and not do our work, because we came here to do something. So when we learn to balance that out and make sure that our inner child is still getting their needs met, we're acting on those passions, we're having fun, we're acting on our joy. That is what we're here to do, is to achieve that balance. And we have King of Cups. I am my own anchor. And look at this infinity symbol right here. This is the balance of the divine masculine and the divine feminine, and knowing that everything comes full circle. And you're at that place right now where you have found that balance. So make sure that you're holding that in and anchoring that here onto this planet, where we're not existing in a world of duality. We are here to transcend duality and bring that physical down to bring that spiritual down to the physical and make it physical. Yeah, this is King of the Cup. Knowing your worth, knowing your value, and standing in your truth and honoring that truth. Okay, pile number 1, that's what the dragons want you to know. These are your messages from the dragons. Make sure that you like, share, and subscribe my channel if these readings resonate with who you are. Thank you so much. Have a blessed day. Hello, pile 2. I'm going to set your dragon crystal over here. And your messages from the dragons are, you chose the silver dragon card. Illuminates your potential with higher light. Access untapped resources. Look into your soul. See higher possibilities. So what I see in this card is you have the key to some enlightenment here. The key to your enlightenment. It could be the key to others' enlightenments. Something that you hold right here. There's Ascension Codes that you may have within you. Or you may be activating your own Ascension Codes within, and now is the time where we are receiving all these downloads from our sun right now with all these solar flares that are hitting the planet Earth. So there's an awakening that's taking place right now. And it may be something that you are unaware of, that you have. Alright, let's see what other cards you have. We have Aurora. Sorry if y'all are hearing any of these noises. I live on a farm and we have guineas, and right now one of them is here in the backyard sounding an alarm. So sorry if you can hear that. We have Aurora and I'm trying to pronounce this, Maxilu. Your true power is the light of your own magic. Remember that you are powerful, a powerful magical creature. I love that. And look at, she's holding this light in her hand. You know, I was just saying that you have. And so is this dragon. There's a light, there's information, there's energy that you have within that you're here to bring to this planet, to the ascension process right now. You may be going through the ascension process. You may be purging. Let's see what else we have. We have Archangel Michael. I am grateful for the strength and courage Archangel Michael brings to my life. This is truth. I love Archangel Michael. He is one of our protectors. He brings lots of information. He brings the sword of truth, standing in our truth and in our power. And it gives us strength and courage to face our shadows and bring this light into the darkness. We have Dolphin Play. Swim in the happy joy of living. Inhale confidence and exhale fear. Dive into your wisdom and go with the flow. Beautiful. Alright, so just in looking at these cards, you may have been facing some of your shadows and going through your shadow work and bringing that light into the shadow. And the shadow represents our past, and most of the time it's our childhood, and bringing our awareness into those hard times where we were struggling or going through something that was not pleasant. Most of the time it's very traumatic. And so you could be cutting cords to the past, or bringing your awareness to situations and circumstances that you have gone through, and realizing that it's not about you, it's more about them, and you're here to learn these lessons and to bring light here onto the earth and to help bring that healing energy onto the planet, healing your lineage and bringing it forward so that you can be in this happy place. So you have these lineages of light. Dolphins, they're from Sirius, so you could have connections to Sirius, the star. They are very wise galactic beings, and I believe that dolphins are from there. And dolphins are very smart. They're more intelligent than human beings, and they swim in these pods in these families. And you may be looking for your soul family, or finding those connections to your soul family, and you're asked to with them, they love to play. They remember their innocence and their childlike nature, and you may be being called to remember and channel your inner child and bring them forward and do some things that they love to do, going with the flow. Everything's not, always so, it doesn't have to be so hard all the time, and you may be somebody who works hard and is always dedicated to doing the work. But remember that, we came here to play too. We came here to have some fun and to enjoy the process of creation. We have Druid. Hold the space. Okay, so you could be here to anchor in these higher frequencies, this light, these light codes. I'll move this up so you can still see this. Put your little dragon over here. What else we got? You got 2 of these cards. We have Oracle. Wait for important information. Messages, information. Yeah. Okay, so hold the space and wait for important information. So yes, as you continue to stand in your strength, stand in your courage, and release any of these shadows, you are creating space to receive more. So right now, you are being asked to wait, to pause, to take a moment, to enjoy life, go with the flow, and wait to receive. Something is coming in for you, and you're being asked to just open that space, go within, maybe meditate, take some time out for yourself, to pause, reflect, rest, go within. Anything that makes your soul feel rejuvenated, and taking the time out to be with yourself, to open yourself to receive this information that's trying to come into you. See how she's holding this bowl up, and her eyes are closed, and there's all the steam. So there's this messages, this information that's coming in. You just saw the snake. So there's this represents the Kundalini, the divine feminine. Yeah. So when we're in our feminine and our receptive state, that's when we receive these divine messages. And if we are too much in our masculine energies, we're working, we're active, we're doing, and you're being called to be in your receptive, resting, receiving mode right now, because that's when you're going to receive these insights and this information. Going with the flow, yes, is when you're going to receive these codes and access these codes that are trying to come into you. We have kinship, community, your group. Oh, yay! Okay, so soul tribe, like I was talking about with these dolphins, you're going to be connecting to your soul tribe, to your community, to your people. So you may have cut some cords to people in the past who were not, a vibrational match for you. They may be, from a different collective, and y'all don't, vibrate the same, resonate with the same types of behaviors and ways of seeing and doing things. And so you've had to let some people go out of your life. And that can be hard, and it can be tough, because sometimes these people, have been in your life for so long, or, they can be family or really close friends. But as we get older, you start to, there's space. You're different, you start to realize then, you see things differently, and, you vibrate differently, and the way you do things isn't necessarily the way that they do things or even see things. And so you might not be each other's cup of tea anymore, and that's okay. It's sad sometimes, but it doesn't mean you don't love them. You can think differently and see things differently and not have hate in your heart. You can still love people even though you don't think the same. That's the beauty of this world, is we're all unique and we all see things different. And that's the way Source created us, is to have our own experiences and our own perceptions through the choices we make in life. So, but you do find people on this journey that you see things the same. You just enjoy being in their company, and sometimes they're there for a lifetime, and sometimes they're only there for, certain lessons or certain moments to help you through certain times in our life. And you right now could be, wondering where is your soul tribe? Where is your family? Where are people who are like me? And you're being The dragons are saying that they're coming, that you're going to be meeting them. There's an opportunity coming ahead. You're going to be receiving information. You're going to be receiving connections from these people. And it's going to be, you're just going to know. It's going to be this instant connection. You'll know your tribe. And that's why it's good to be your authentic self and to stand in your own power. Many choices and uncertainty, confusion. Yeah, see, you could be at an impasse right now and not knowing what to do, where to go. And that's why in those moments, you're being called to pause, take a moment, and reflect, so that it'll be easier for you to make these choices and to recognize where you're going to be going. And as always, listen to your heart. Your heart's always going to guide you in the right direction. We have pillar of light. Your vibration is rising. You are the oracle. Yes. You are going to know who, where, when, why. All that information is going to be coming into you. You're raising your vibration. You will be receiving these intuitive messages once you step back and pause. And just relax, surrender, go with the flow. There is no rushing ahead and going forward and not knowing where you're going to be going. When we're rushing too quickly, too far ahead, and we can't see the path before us, it's because we're actually meant to take a pause right now, because there's things that need to take place and unfold before we can move forward. Things have to come into alignment. And there can be, let's say if you want this job, somebody has to maybe find what it is that they want to do so that position can open up. So I don't want to say somebody needs to be fired or, they need to lose their position, but maybe they're not happy there and they're wanting a job elsewhere. And so they're waiting for a position to open up. So things have to fall in line and things need to take place before you can then move forward. And that energy, that space, that divine timing can be available for you. And right now, you're waiting for that. So you're going to be able to pay attention to the signs, listen. When we pause and take a moment to reflect, you have time to see the signs. You'll be able to see them. And, it's just this synchronous thing, this thing that just flows and happens when you surrender and not try to force your way forward or through. It's like a beautiful dance with creation. We have halls of learning, spirit guides, confirmation, and great lessons. Okay, so yeah. You're definitely in a learning phase right now, which is why you're being called to, hold the space, wait for important information. And these cards are all speaking about taking the time out to reflect and to stand in your strength and your courage, not to worry that you're not going in the right direction, or that you're not doing enough, you're not moving fast enough. You have to let those fears go and remember your magic, your light, your ability to create, because we're powerful co-creators with spirit. And when you're acting from your highest self, and it's one that's of service, it's not a selfish mission that you're on to create, the universe is going to work its magic to help you to achieve those goals, because it's not selfish. You're here to help others. We have Chamber of the Violet Flame, karmic release and radical transformation. Okay, so yes, you are in a place right now where you are releasing, you're healing, you're cleansing, and you're purifying. And the violet flame is a purifying flame. So if you haven't worked with the violet flame before, you can invoke the violet flame of Saint Germain and ask for, to be surrounded by this violet light, this violet healing light, to transform any lower dense vibrations, any karmic relationships. This can be your any ancestral karmic pain and lessons that have already been healed and worked through, and ask them to be cleansed and purified. You can say affirmations: I am the violet fire, I am the purity spirit desires, or I am the violet flame. things like this nature. I tend to do these in the evening time right before I'm going to sleep to cleanse off any impurities or densities that I picked up throughout the day that may have entered my energy field without my permission. You can also do this first thing in the morning, or just envision this violet light surrounding you. And it's a fire, it's a flame, it's a purple flame. So yes, you can be going through this right now with all these solar flares that are coming in. They are very intense, and they can be very destabilizing of our energy. So when we take time to rest, it helps us to stabilize and ground and anchor in these higher light codes, this light, this information, this love from source. Great lesson, spirit guides. Swim in the happy joy of living. Yeah, I just see you going through this transition phase right now, and you're in the middle of it. So you're cleansing, you're purifying, you're looking for your soul tribe, and who are they, and where are you going, and what are you supposed to be doing. And right now you're resting. You're in a state of rest and being open to receive this light, this love that's coming in, that's going to uplift you and inspire you. Your soul tribe, your group, your community is coming in. The dragons are saying that, to let go of all your fears, to stand in your strength, stand in your truth, know that you can create the path that's meant for you. What is it that excites you, that makes you happy, that sets your heart on fire, that you dream about doing. Yes. And your guides are working with you. They're teaching you right now. So that's also why you're being called to rest and, go with the flow, because you're learning things right now. And you don't want to rush too far ahead before these lessons are learned. All right, let's ask the tarot. Let's put the Chamber of the Violet Flame right here. Yeah, we're cutting cords of the past, letting go of the past so we can move forward. All right, dragons, messages from the dragons. We have strength. I can deal with whatever comes my way. I love that. See, this is diamond light that's coming in from the sun. This infinity, finding our balance, standing in our truth and our self-worth. This is taming our ego so that we're not acting from a place of fear or acting from a place of, where we are putting ourselves above anybody else. We are remaining humble. We're able to tame our fears and nurture ourselves and nurture that fear and give it that clarity of thought. There's let's see, this diamond light. This is Archangel Gabriel. This is our truth and communicating our truth with ourselves so that we can be our authentic selves. Let's see, next we have the dragons. Almost flew out. We have 10 of Cups. I have all I wish for in my relationships. Oh, I love that. Okay, so we're coming out of those toxic relationships and realizing who we are, standing in our strength, looking for those people who honor us and see us and value our worth, because we value our worth now. You may have messages in pile number 1, because that was a relationship reading, looking for people who honor and respect our boundaries and standing in your worth and knowing who you are. And so it's more of your soul tribe coming in, because you know your worth, because you stand in your strength and your power. More messages from the dragons. Pile number 2. We have the Magician. I manifest perfectly what I desire. Okay, so you are learning how to create what it is that you want in your life. What do you want to bring forward? What do you want to, what is your your part, your contribution to the earth, you know, and knowing that you can manifest these relationships that you want in your life, bringing in these higher light beings and connecting to them if you're wishing to connect to source or whatever it is that you desire, whatever you're trying to create in your life for yourself, where you might be somebody who is wanting to do oracle readings. You yourself want to channel higher light information for others. You could be a channel. I know that you have the power. You bringing that higher light and anchoring it here onto the planet. Whoa, I already have one file out. Let's see. We have 5 of Wands. I stand my ground and look for peace. And that's with I wish for my relationships. Nice. Okay, so you're wanting peaceful relationships. Relationships don't make you have to work so hard to be in them, to have peace, to have connection, to have love, to have fun. You yourself having that relationship with yourself and not having all these worries and fears running around in our mind, you know, because sometimes our mind can be our worst enemy. And when we've learned to tame our mind and cleanse out all those fears and all those worries that maybe we're not good enough, you become that magician. You know your power. You can stand in your truth and realize that you have the power to create whatever it is that your heart desires from that space of strength and courage. And Archangel Michael, he will help you cut those cords, to help you stand in your truth, to sift through you know, all those energies, to find your truth, to find your soul tribe. And Archangel Gabriel, you can work with Archangel Gabriel. He's a messenger, and he's definitely an awesome teacher. He's been one of my teachers, and he helps you to channel your higher vibrational, you know, yourself, your higher self, and to be a channel for these messages that are trying to come forth through you. Help you to discern between these messages that are coming in. Yes, you have, you know, the potential. You have untapped resources. So when we take the time out to go within, you can access all these skills, all these talents that you have that you haven't been able to access before because you were, you know, maybe too focused on the physical. And we take that time out to receive and be in rest. We're able to access more of that information that is within, because we're not so focused on the outside world. We're more focused on who we are and our goals, our inner world, our inner realm. Okay, those are all the messages I have for you today. If these messages resonate with you, please like, share, and subscribe. And I'd love to have you come back and visit. You'll have a blessed day. Welcome, pile number 3, and these are your messages from the dragons. I'm going to set your dragon over here. And you chose pile number 3 with the air and fire dragons. Expand your creative energies. Harness your creativity, excitement, enthusiasm. Communicate your passion. Ooh, look at that. Look at these ideas that are coming in. You may be excited. You may have this creative energy that's just overflowing and it's about to burst, and you're being called to utilize those right now. What is it that your heart is excited about? What is your passion? You got 2 Dragon Rider cards. We have Freya, and I'm going to try to pronounce this. Escaled. Yeah. The answer to the question, what is my task, can only be found on the battlefield of life. Only the courageous will discover it. Ooh, awesome. So look at this illumination that's coming in. What is my task? You might want to be knowing what is it that you're here to be doing. And then we have Michael, and another name I don't know how to pronounce. Solaste. Michael and Solaste. or D. You can do it. Do not give up. Follow the path of your wildest dreams. Oh, I love that. How synchronous are these cards? So you may be asking, what am I supposed to be doing? And these cards, the dragons are telling you to follow your passion. What lights you up? What excites you? What do you think about when you get up in the morning? What is something that, like, I'm so excited to do this. I would love to do this. If only this, and this. And, there may be all these worries and fears that you have about doing this, beginning this passion of yours, or to utilize this passion of yours. And is it even something that is beneficial to the collective? And your dragons are saying to just act on your passions and don't give up on your dreams. They're there for a reason. There's a reason why it excites you, why your heart lights up when you think about doing this, and it is because it's what you came here to bring forth. When we act on our passions, when we act on things that excite us, it puts out this energy and this vibration on the planet that comes from our heart, and it is filled with passion and love and creativity, and it is our higher self choosing to co-create with the creator, and that is what the creator wants us to do, wants us to co-create. And those things that excite us and bring passion are what we are here to channel through this physical dimension and to bring heaven here to earth. And you're being asked to act on your passions. We have balance. I understand and embrace the opposing forces in life that bring about balance. All right, so this isn't to say to just go quit your job, your day job, because we all have bills, and maybe you don't have the funds to do those things that you're passionate about. You may need to save up some money, or there may be things that have to fall into place before you can truly commit to doing that passionate, creative, artistic endeavor. And so we do have to have that balance where we're not just, shooting ourselves in the foot here and quitting our jobs and running out to do, to fulfill our passions. There has to be that balance where we're not going to put ourselves in a position where, we're not successful, because we want to make sure that we're successful. But it's not to stay in this job that's not fulfilling and neglecting that passion that you have, because that passion is there for a reason, and that's what your soul purpose is to bring forward, is that passion. All right, we have Fox, clever. You are swift and smart. Solutions to problems are easily found. Always listen to your instincts. Resources surround you. Be open to romance. See, it's not impossible for us to do our passion, what we're passionate about. It's making time and putting the effort in, and to utilize the tools and the resources we have around us. Foxes are very clever. They're very smart. They know how to, when to act, when to respond, when's the best time to go out, they're very sneaky, but they listen to their instincts and knowing when to act and when to respond. And this is innate within every one of us. We all have these instincts, and our passions are something that is it's in our nature to be passionate about whatever our soul's calling is. And so you may be having these desires and this, unstoppable craving, that you want to, I really want to do this, but I don't know where to begin. And there's always, something that we can do, a step, and maybe making some time each day or each week to devote to this thing that we're passionate about. We all have these normal jobs, and you can still squeeze in some time to say, and it's making sure that you take that time out for yourself to devote to this passion so that you can achieve it, so that you can be happy, so you can fulfill it. We have winter, take care of your needs. Yes, it's, you don't want this passion to die, and you don't want to feel like, you have all this talent and it's just going to waste, it feeds your soul. And when we're doing these, these jobs that aren't fulfilling, it's depleting, it's draining, it's not fulfilling. it just pays the bills, you know, and it becomes dreadful sometimes to get up and go, you know, work with people maybe that you might not like at this place that, you know, maybe you thought was, yay, it was great, it was good, it pays the bills, it, you know, it's got good money, but eventually, you know, it becomes wearing and taxing on our health and on our emotions, our mind, our health. So if you can find some time, you know, on your days off to devote a few hours to doing what it is that you're passionate about, if it's cooking, if it's playing music, if it's doing art or, you know, gardening, or maybe you're an oracle reader, you know, whatever it is that you're passionate about, make sure that you spend some time doing it. You know, accessing that creativity. This is your, you know, when you were a child, sometimes if you don't know what that even is, you can go back to your childhood and be like, what did I love doing as a kid? What used to get me so excited? Because sometimes we don't even know what we're passionate about or what our creativity is because we've forgotten. Because we're always on the go, we're always rushing around, we're always trying to, you know, work and do and provide. And unfortunately, that's what society has taught us, has programmed us to believe, that, you know, our passions are, you know, they're useless and they don't pay the bills, and that's baloney. If you can find a way to do your passion, you know, you never work a day in your life because it doesn't feel like work, because you love doing it, you enjoy doing it. And you know, we get this mindset that we have to do and work all the time, and there's not enough time for play, there's not enough time for our passions, you know, or we're so exhausted because we work so much that we don't even, you know, feel like doing anything that we're passionate about. And the dragons are telling you to make time for that, because you won't regret it. You will love it. It will energize you. It will give you that strength to push forward, to move forward, to make this life worth living, so that you're not wasting away, you know. And when you stop and you look back, you know, what did I do? What did I achieve? You know, where was my happiness? Did I surrender all this time that I could have been spending with my family or with, you know, my friends, or, you know, doing stuff that I love and enjoy doing? Or did I, you know, waste it all away at this job that I hate just to pay these bills? You know, how fulfilling does that sound? Ooh. We have family tree, expansion, and legacy. Look at that. Yes. See what? And sometimes, you know, we're supposed to be teachers for the ones who come behind us. You know, our children, the legacy that we're leaving behind, and are we teaching them to fulfill their passions and to do what they're excited and, you know, that they want to do? Or are we just filling them with, you know, oh, you got to go to work, you got to pay these bills, and find the job that pays you the most money, you know, that you can't really stand, that's not really your want, it's not your passion, but it makes you a good bit of money, but it eats your soul, you know. I wouldn't. I don't want to work at a job like that. We have play, have fun, celebrate. Don't be so serious. Yes, see? Make time for yourself. Make time for these passions, and it will, you know, leave this this path for those behind you to follow, where you didn't just go with the norm. You didn't follow suit with society and what, you know, those programs teach us, just to go get a job to make money and waste our life away. You did your passions. You acted out on what it was that made you happy, that fulfilled your soul and brought you to life. And you found that balance, bringing that balance in. You know, maybe you come from a family where it's, you know, where money is more valued than, you know, happiness and, you know, your passion, doing what you're passionate about. It's more about, you know, money and the looks and the outside appearances. And I mean, I'm not saying there's anything wrong with money and working hard or anything like that, but it is finding that balance where you can still pay all your bills and everything's paid for, but you're happy, you know, because you're also making that time to do what it is you're passionate about. We have the central sun, abundance downloads, regeneration, and success. Look at that. Yes. So right now we're experiencing a lot of solar flares and everything, and you can be receiving this, whatever it is that lights you up on the inside. You're gonna be successful. It will bring in the abundance that you're looking for. because when you're doing what you're passionate about, you're gonna have success in everything that you do because you're passionate about it, and that passion feeds that energy of success, because you when you have it in your mind that this is what I want to do and I'm successful at it, and your state of mind is successful, and that it will bring abundance because you feel abundant while you're doing it. You have there is no room for failure, It's something that you're passionate about. You love doing it. So you're going to be successful because you love doing it. It comes natural, it's easy. It's a talent that you were born with. Because over lifetimes it's something that you have developed. And there's a reason why it lights you up. There's a reason why it comes easy and natural to you. And that's why it's a passion of yours. You're meant to be doing it. Fulfill this passion of yours. I mean, all these cards are saying that, And it's going to be something that is just like, I can't wait to do that. You're exploding with this creative talent. Well, you didn't get as many cards. I mean, they're all kind of saying the same thing. Maybe I can find you something else. Let's see. Let's get some of these messages from the dragons. We have ask wonderfully and receive graciously. Alright, we got more of this balance energy here for stability, right? Okay, you can ask for resources that are going to help you get to this place where you can work on this passion, right? So maybe you don't have all these resources that you need to fulfill this desire, this passion that you have. So you can, ask your guides, ask for signs, ask for steps, ask for, these supplies to come in, or these opportunities that you need to help get you onto this path, or to help you fulfill this passion that you have, and open yourself up to receiving guidance, to receiving these signs, messages. They're going to lead you to these resources, or to this ability that you're looking to achieve, to help you ground, to find that stability in balancing, work and play. Cut away what is no longer needed for you. Yes. Where can we cut back? Where can we cut back on working so much, to take some time out to work on these passions, to do what it is that lights you up. Fulfill your destiny as a cosmic change maker. That's that legacy. Because you came here to change, to disrupt the patterns of the family where, they weren't happy doing their job, or maybe it wasn't fulfilling. It was just, a job that paid the bills, but they weren't happy in it. It wasn't fulfilling enough, and maybe you saw your parents or your grandparents, they weren't happy, and they struggled a lot to pay the bills, because it is, the system is not set up to help us exactly, and sometimes it appears that others have it so easy, and some of us have it so hard. But welcome. This one's awesome. Coming soon. Welcome to the next ascending age. I love it. Yes, you came here to bring that passion forward, to be the path setter, the trend setter for the generations coming up behind you, maybe for your children. There's something that you're meant to bring to this new earth, to the path ahead, to all of us who are, here on this earth, who are anchoring these higher frequencies onto the planet, where we are all standing in our truth, living our truth, being our authentic selves, and doing what we're passionate about without any fears or worries that we won't be successful, or that we're not going to be able to pay these bills. When we do what we're passionate about, it's like the universe opens up, the paths become easy, everything starts to unfold, everything becomes a miracle, because it's just meant to be. And this is your destiny. Alright, let's get some tarot cards. Pile number 3, please. Messages from the dragons for pile number 3. We have King of Swords. I trust my ability to make a strategic decision. Beautiful. I'll move these cards up a little bit. Okay, messages from the dragons. We have the Magician. I manifest perfectly what I desire. How awesome is that? So stand in your truth. Know that you can create what it is that you want to create. Moving forward, you just have to trust yourself. Know that you have the ability to achieve your goals. Next card, we have Death. I let go and embrace new beginnings. That is awesome. So embrace the path. Going forward, there is this idea that you have, this intention that you have that is growing. It's going to be fruitful. You're going to achieve success. It is going to grow. You're going to be successful. It's going to bring in the abundance that you need because you believe it will. Look at that. We have more infinity. This is the balance. This is the new beginning. This is a new cycle. This is our balance between the masculine and the feminine, work and play. Alright, we have the Queen of Swords. I protect what matters to me. Standing in our truth, knowing that we can provide for our families. Look, we have more infinity. That's awesome. That's crazy. There's so much infinity on here. We have 1, 2, 3, 4. I see it anywhere else? That's 4 infinity symbols. And then we have the balance card. So yes, finding that balance, that new beginning where we can act on our passions and still provide. Letting go of any fears that we have that we're not going to be successful, because you have the 10 of Pentacles. I celebrate everything I achieve. You're going to achieve your goals. You're going to achieve success. This is going to be an awesome journey ahead that you're going to be on. And I'm so happy for you because you are committing to those passions, doing what excites you, lighting you up, and it's going to be successful. It's going to bring all that abundance. So don't let any fears, don't let any worries deter you from doing and fulfilling what you're passionate about, because you're going to be successful. The dragons want you to know that you're going to be able to achieve this goal, to achieve this mission that you came here to bring forward. So please, I would love for you to bring that passion forward and to whatever it is that you're meant here to create on this new earth that we're all ascending to. Alright, pile number 3, those are the messages I have for you. If this resonates with you, I'd love to have you back on our channel, the Oasis Healing Temple. Thank you so much for joining me today. Wishing you guys all the best. Take care.